I'll give you a quick overview on the database table what we created in the previous session. So we created ZDemo employee table in the previous session. We can display the table or change the table whenever required. The table is already available. Okay. So if it is a standard table, we cannot change it. Instead of changing, we can enhance it with additional fields. Okay. So this is the table what we created. Go to attributes of the table. So what you can find here, the user who created or changed recently, and what is the date this table is changed or created, right? In the attributes, table attributes, you can find these details. And what is the package? So to which package we assigned this table? Local package, right? Temporary package we assigned, but in general in projects we use proper package name, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But here I've already assigned to a local package, right? For example, by mistake I have assigned it, right? But in future I may need to use this table for my production purpose. But if I assign temporary package or local package, I cannot move it to production environment from development environment. You do not need to worry about it. If you accidentally assign a wrong package or if you assign it to the local package, later you can change the package name. That option you have here. Go to menu, object dictionary entry. In go to menu, you have object dictionary entry, right? Change it. So change the package name, assign a different package name, a valid package name, and save it. Okay. Then the new package will be automatically assigned to this object. This is same for programs, tables, or any database objects, whatever you create. You can change the package name using which option?
Database.
Object dictionary entry, not data dictionary. Object dictionary entry. It's a very important interview question. How to change the package if you assign a incorrect package or if you want to change the package name. So you need to use object dictionary entry option. Here you can change the package name. Okay. Next tab, delivery and maintenance. So what you can find in delivery and maintenance? Delivery class and data browser, whether we need to allow data browsing option in the SE11 or not. What is delivery class? So it defines what type of table we are creating. Is it application table or customizing table, right? So if it is application table, we can create master data and transactional data. Okay, customizing tables are for configurations. Okay, that's what delivery class defines. If you want to know the more technical details, right? Place the cursor on that field. Place the cursor on that field. Press F1. Which one you need to press?
F1.
F1 key. Press F1 key. It will display the documentation about that particular field. Okay. So delivery class. So delivery class for controlling data, transport of tables for installation, upgrade and client copy, and for the transporting between customer system. The delivery class is also used to extend table maintenance. Right? This is too much technical to understand. So simply you can answer that it defines what type of table you are creating. Is it application table or customizing table? That is sufficient. Okay. But if you want to know the more details, go through the documentation. Okay. Is everyone clear? So we selected application table since we are trying to create master data, and we just wanted to maintain some test record in the SC11 and we wanted to see the data in SC11. So we selected the option delivery and maintenance allowed. You can also restrict it, creating entries in the table level. Okay. Next, fields. So here in the fields section we provide the column names. What are the fields of your table to maintain the data? So what is mandatory to create a table? What is
Primary
mandatory to,
key.
at least one primary key is mandatory. So what is the use of primary key?
It's avoid the duplicate record.
Yeah, it uniquely identify the table records to maintain unique data, right? To maintain unique data. Okay. So that is the purpose of a primary key. So what are the maximum number of primary keys in a table?
16.
16 primary keys you can use. Okay. Depends on the primary keys. Number of records in the table will be increased. Okay. Because it will check that unique record by combination of all these primary keys. Okay. Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Provide the column names as short as possible. Okay. Don't give very long column names. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Sir, ticks is mandatory.
which one?
Ticks, key and initial.
If you want to define
Yes,
it
sir.
as a primary key, you need to select this. And if you want to
Okay.
force not null, you need to select this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the other important option? Technical settings. We need to maintain the technical settings of the table. So why we need to maintain the technical settings? Here we need to maintain what type of data we are creating in the table. Is it master data or transactional data? There are other types of customization and some system data available, right? So mostly for our business tables, we select either master data or transactional data. Okay. So APPL 0 for master data and APPL 1 for transactional data, right? But this comes under application tables. Yes or no? This comes under application table, but what type of data we are creating here? Master data or
Master.
transactional data. So why we need to select this option? The logic behind this data class is so the database specific location in the database is allocated for master data tables, and a different specific location is allocated for transactional data tables within the database, right? So that is why we select a relevant option like master data or transactional data, so that this table data is going to be placed in that specific location allocated for master data values. Okay. That's why we select data class. It defines what type of data you are creating, master data or transactional data. By selecting this, you are defining where this data has to be stored in the database, in which location. Okay. And very important option is size category. What is size category?
Approximate number of
So
records.
master data will be
Sorry, continue.
master data will be permanently stored, or sir,
Sorry, master data.
will be permanently stored or not?
Master data, transactional data, customizing data, all the data will be permanently stored in the database. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Any data can be permanently stored in the database, whatever you create in the database table, right? But what we are
Okay.
defining
Yes, sir.
here in the database,
Size category.
in the database, in which position we need to store the data. That is about data class. Okay. But if you take size
Yes, sir.
category, what are the approximate number of records we need to allow in this table? We are assigning some memory to it. Okay. We are assigning some memory to this table in the backend database. Okay. So that this table will occupy certain amount of memory in the database, depends on the size category. Okay. So analyze your table and your business and select suitable size category. Okay. So what happens if this size category limit is exceeded? If you select 0 as size category, the maximum number of records are 1900. What happens if this limit is exceeded?
Add one more
It will
size
be add one more
category.
zero.
System will take care of it and automatically add one more
One
additional
more.
size category, one more zero. That means another 1900 records are allowed, right? So we should not give too low and too high. Okay. If you are trying to insert bulk records like 10,000 records, if the size category is zero, how many times the system has to allocate memory for this? If you are trying to insert 50,000 records and the size category is zero, how many times the system has to allocate memory for it? Looks like all of us are bad in maths. Anyway, many times the system has to stop the process and allocate the memory, right? Until it inserted all the 50,000 records. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's very
Yes, sir.
important interview question. So, whatever the concepts I just explained, you can expect at least two interview questions in every interview on data, on delivery class, primary keys, data class, size category. One interview question is mandatory. Okay. At least one interview question is mandatory, but mostly you can get two interview questions. Okay. Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Let's create one more table. So this is the master table, employee master table, right? Where we store employee attributes like name, email ID, phone number, address, which changes very rarely, date of join, right? Let's create a different table to store employee salary data, employee monthly salary data. How to create a database table?
SC11 is the plan.
Go to SC11, enter the table name. Next, click on create. Provide the description of the table. What is the delivery class we have to provide here? Application table. That means A. This is for master data and transactional data. Delivery and maintenance allowed just to create some simple records in the table level. Next, go to columns. Now, what type of data we are creating? Employee salary data. So, is it going to be a master data or transactional data?
Transactional data.
So, it comes under transactional data. Yes. Now, tell me the column names we need to use in the employee salary data.
EMP
Always make sure you are using same field names in all the tables. Don't use different column names in different tables. For example, in the master table we are using EMP ID. Don't use employee ID like that. Make sure, like, try to maintain unique column names in all the different tables wherever you use employee ID. Similarly, other fields. Okay, try to use same column name in all the tables. Okay, EMP ID. Is it going to be a primary key or not?
as primary.
Yes, it should be a primary key. I've selected key. Now, what is the data type? Again, please make sure to use same data type and same length in all the tables. right? To make sure this consistency, we have a concept called data elements and domains. We'll discuss after this table creation. Okay. Now, what is the data type? Character. Length is 10. Employee ID. Next, what are the other fields required in this table? In employee salary table.
Salary,
Okay.
department,
name.
Salary. Is it a primary key or non-primary key?
non-primary,
Non-primary key. What is the data type?
integer,
Yes, we can take integer or packed decimal. You can find some int for here. Where is it? This one. Can I accept negative values, positive values? And integer will round the value. If you pass the decimal places, right? If it will round the value. You do not need to provide the length, right? Provide the description. What are the other fields required in this table?
uh, phone number or city,
Why we need phone number in a transactional data? If you want to know the phone number of the employee, where you need to go?
master,
Master data. Again, why you need to maintain phone number here? It is already there in the master data. By using
okay,
employee ID reference, you can check the phone number. We are creating salary data. What are the fields required in the salary data?
Designation.
Again, what is the need of designation in salary data? Designation will be available in master data or some other different master data table. His role master data table.
Basic pay.
Just to say, what is the salary of employee ID 100? Just to know that. Do we need designation in this table?
no need,
No need, right? I just want to know who is the employee and what is the salary. That's it. Rest of the data I'm going to be maintained in the different tables. I'm not going
okay,
to keep everything into a single table. Tell me what are the other details required in this table.
that's it, sir.
That's it, right? Employee ID and salary. Now, what is the primary key?
Employee ID,
Employee ID. I'll give you a simple scenario for you. Now let's assume we are creating data like this: employee ID 100 and salary some 30K. So like this, we are going to create the data, right? First column and second column. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
EMPID, salary. Okay. First column and second column. Employee ID and salary. We are going to maintain like this for each employee. How many records we can maintain for each employee in this table?
One,
For every employee, for each employee. For example, if you take employee ID 100, how many records we can create in this table?
one,
Why?
because employee ID,
Because
unique,
employee ID is the primary key. It won't allow you to create one more record with the same employee ID field, right?
yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me how employees are going to get the salary. Is it only 1 month or all 12 months of the year?
All
1
12
month.
months,
12 months, right? Is it
yes,
only
sir.
1 year? 1 year with 12 months, or next year also they are going to get the salary?
Only 1 year.
What about next year? For example, if you use only employee IDs as primary key, it's not going to allow you to create salary for different months. Yes or no?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, what is the now how can we fix this? You cannot maintain salary for all the months if you use only employee ID as primary key. Then what is the fix we need to do?
Status.
Adding
Month salary data.
adding one more column that is called month as a primary key or non-primary key.
Primary.
We have to add this month column as a primary key so that it will allow you to create multiple records for different months. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now it will allow in this two columns combination employee ID 100 month 1, employee ID 100 month 2, and the corresponding salary we can maintain like this. Up to how many months we can maintain?
One.
12
12
months.
months.
For example, after 2025, again January will start right in next year.
Yes, sir.
Again, can we
Yes.
create record like this for the next year? Employee ID 100 1 some
No needs.
40,000. Up to here, up to here, it is under 2025. Now year is changed. Now I need to maintain January 2026 salary. Can I maintain like this? 100 month and salary. Can I maintain like this in the table for the next year?
Because it's a unique ID, no, sir. Month field.
Sorry, what?
Month field is unique ID, no, sir.
Hmm.
It's don't.
Yes. Observe these
It's
two
don't.
values. This is 2025 January salary and this is 2026 January salary. Is it duplicate or not?
Yes, sir.
What are the primary keys? Employee ID and month only, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you try to repeat the same values, it won't allow you because you are trying to enter same employee ID and same month value again. You cannot create salary for different years. You can only create for only 1 year, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the solution for this? To maintain salary for all the years.
Naming format we can.
As long as he is with the company, 10 years, 20 years, we need to maintain the salary. Sorry, what is it? Naming?
Naming convention we can.
What we need to change?
In the month column only we can mention like Jan 25 or Jan 26.
That's you cannot maintain the character data, right? As a primary key. That's not the valid thing to do. You have to have one master list of months, valid months only you should allow. You should not allow some random value, right? Jan 2026 slash something. You should not allow that kind of values. You should allow only valid master list of months throughout the system. Simple. Just think normally. Don't think too much technical. What we need to do?
Year.
Add one more primary key or non-primary key.
Primary.
Primary key.
Add one more primary key. That is a
Yeah.
year. Now 2025 January and this is for 2026 January. Now the system will maintain the data by checking all these three columns. Okay, all these three columns: employee ID, month, and year. Now these two are not duplicate, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So this is how we need to identify the primary keys. Okay, this is how we need to identify the primary keys of your table. Okay, is everyone clear?
Sir, in general, in
Yes, sir. Got it.
table, only one primary key is there. But here we are saying 16.
Sorry, can you repeat it?
In general, in SQL tables, there will be only one primary key, no, sir? For
There is no such rule, right? We should use only one primary key. It purely depends on your requirement. So we can use one, two, three, or sometimes we use five primary keys.
okay, there may be chances of conflicts also.
What conflict?
If we are selecting more than one, then what to choose as primary key?
Huh, we are selecting three fields as primary keys. So otherwise we cannot maintain salary data, right? For all the years
Yes.
without this primary key combination. If you use only employee ID, how is it possible to maintain salary for every month for all the years? It is not possible, right? So we have to give three primary keys here in this situation.
So the month is also primary key, no, sir? So it
Yes,
will it's getting
month.
repeated for next
What
year.
is it? What is it?
Primary key should be
Primary key should be. Sorry, your voice is not clear to me. Can you repeat it? Hello, can you hear me?
yes.
Yeah, can you repeat the question again?
సార్ ఇన్ జనరల్ ప్రైమరీ కీ అంటే అది యూనిక్గా ఉండాలి కదా సార్.
Value should be unique. Primary key
ఓకే.
value should be unique. That's
మంత్ మనం ప్రైమరీ కింద సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తాం కదా సార్. అది
correct.
మంత్‌కి ఆఫ్టర్
Correct.
2025, 2026కి వచ్చేసప్పటికి మళ్ళీ 1 అనేది రిపీట్ అవుతుంది కదా సార్.
Correct.
సో అది మళ్ళీ
Yes.
ప్రైమరీ కింద ఎలాగా
That's what
సెలెక్ట్
I am telling you. If you select multiple primary keys, it will find the unique value based on three columns combination.
ఓకే.
If you select three primary keys, it will combine values like this
ఓకే.
100, 1, 2026. Let's assume this is a one single value and this is another single value. Is it duplicate?
ఓకే.
No.
No,
It will
because
check.
changing the year, right?
It will check the combination of these three columns to identify whether it is a repeated value or not. Okay.
ఓకే.
Okay.
Month is repeating, employed is repeating, but year is different, right?
యెస్.
Yes, sir.
It will check all the. That's why I'm telling you how many primary keys you are going to use. Like number of records you are going to store will be increased based on primary keys you are using in your table. If you increase more primary keys, it will accept more records. Okay. Now, now we are taking month and year, right? Is there any alternative to take instead of taking month and year?
Date.
Simply you can take date as a primary key. Salary date, right? It contains day, month, and year, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no? You can also take date as a primary key instead of separate columns month and year. Okay. Now insert one more column that is called sal date primary key. What is the data type? Dates.
Dates.
Okay. In program we refer it as D, salary date. Okay. If you want to maintain month, you need to add year as well. Okay, so that you can maintain for different years. Now save the table into one package. For now I am saving into the local package. Why I'm seeing this information message? This is not error, it's just an information message recommending
Sir.
to create a client specific application table. That means client dependent table using MANDT, okay, as a first column. Now go to technical settings. What type of data class we need to select here to define whether it is a master data or transactional data? APPL 1 for transactional data. Now provide the size category. Here 0 means 0 to 15,000 records. For 0, the limit is allocated around 15,000 records. Right? Depends on this table data types and number of columns. Size category will be decided. Okay. Select 0 so that it will allow up to 50,000 records. Once this limit is exhausted, it will automatically assign one more size category. That is, it will allow one more 15,000 records limit. Okay. Save the table. Check the table and activate the table. Okay. Now, what is the master data for this employee salary data? This one, ZMO employee. Okay. First, we need to maintain employee ID in this table, and we should allow only that employee ID, whatever available in this table, right? Here in this employee salary data, we should not allow any random employee ID here. The employee ID, which should be already there in the employee master data, we should only allow that employee ID in the employee salary data. Okay. That we make sure by adding a foreign key relationship. Here we have a concept called foreign key relationship. I'll explain in detail about foreign key relationships later, because to understand the foreign key, to create the foreign key relationships, we need data elements and domains concept. Okay. Now is everyone clear about the table? I've activated the table. Let's maintain some test data. Utilities, table contents, create some data. 100. Select the date of salary. Enter the amount. Okay.
Amar,
Yes.
so as you said, so for example, some ex-employee, this month he's getting salary,
Okay.
and parallelly he has taken some leaves.
Hmm.
So whatever it is, is it like he's taking loss of pay leaves?
Correct.
So so the company not going to credit full salary, right?
Correct. Yes.
So that data, how can we maintain?
That calculation will be taken care by the program. Right. We have to
Okay,
create a program to calculate loss of pay, to calculate leaves, right, and everything, and it will prepare one final data. What is the salary amount, and that data will be inserted into this table. You do not need to worry
okay,
about it. Program will calculate it. For example, this employee 100 uh, have some loss of pay days in the month of July, right?
yeah, okay,
Sorry, in the month of May. Salary will be credited on June, right? So,
mm,
for example, his actual salary is 30,000. Instead of that, it will credit only 50,000. The program will calculate that, and it will enter the data into this table. Table is not going to do any calculations, business
okay,
logic. The
okay,
purpose
okay.
of table is just to store some data as long as it is valid data.
So we no need to take care of this calculation and all.
When you are creating the program, if you are responsible to create payroll related program, right? And if you are
Okay,
responsible to store data in this table using a program, you are going to do that calculations in the program level, and you are going to insert that data into the database table. Okay.
okay, okay,
Here we are just trying to understand how to create a database table. So when we work on the programs, right, then we can see how we do business logic and calculations in the program level, and how we are going to insert the data into the backend database tables. Okay.
okay,
Here we are just using database tables. We are creating some dummy data in the tables. Okay.
Oh, yeah, understood.
In general, we are not going to create data in the tables like this. Okay. We use
Okay,
specific
sir.
application program to execute and insert the data into the backend database tables. That will happen behind the scenes. Is everyone clear about creating the database table?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.